are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action. Now Rodgers. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To throw, it's Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And they'll begin by running the option. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. Think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of him. And it's 2nd down. The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. And it'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dance. From the 31, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Covered was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And again, it's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Rodgers. This complete to Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This take it in at the goal line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
But you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. And when he stepped back, he thought he might have had that. Instead, they played it awfully well. Incomplete pass downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's brought down by Nick Needham.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Doubs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 73 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his 1st catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he finds his target, Ebron. Touchdown, Giants. Eric Ebron, 26 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Green Bay need to get Aaron Rodgers some help at receiver, and they did so by picking Christian Watson 34th overall. That's the earliest they've taken a receiver since 2002. Watson has some NFL bloodlines as well. His dad, Tim, was also drafted by the Packers, and he knows father's very proud watching him pick up that 1st down there.
They'll get 34 yards there.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Completes it again to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they give the Jones off tackle. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and make it.
Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Lead it out left to Dobbs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st.
And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones under pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Rodgers throwing here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They find some open field here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pick